Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to today's Powerboost. Today, we will boost our energy by learning, exploring, experimenting of going beyond thinking. So this is a very subtle topic, but a very fruitful and powerful ground to experiment with. And once we get a little bit into it, you will see it's very enjoyable. It's deep, it's beautiful, it's sustaining, and at the same time, a new universe is opening up. Yeah. So we are all very habituated in our way of doing things, what we do, how we do. At a physical level, we do a lot, right? Every day, morning till night. But at the same time, and at times, maybe mentally we are even more active, using more energy than at the physical level. It's good to use energy. We need to use energy. We need to think. But when our thinking becomes fruitless, if our thinking doesn't take us anywhere, if our thinking is taking us maybe even down the spiral, if our thinking is exhausting us even physically, we need to learn to put a full stop to what is going on. We need to change direction, right? We need a new beginning. We need to refresh the self. So there are different methods, different techniques, but one aspect that we're going to explore a little bit this afternoon is to actually go beyond our own thoughts. There's a reality, there's a whole universe that exists that I can experience and be part of when we go beyond thinking. And especially if we think a lot, if our thinking is not very productive, not very economical, not very fruitful, not very essential, not very positive, we are wasting the energy. And whatever we create, the one who creates also has to sustain it. So you don't want to sustain a creation that is not healthy, right? So, and our ordinary way of thinking, especially if it's going into the direction that I had pointed out, is very superficial, very shallow. It's all on the surface. When we approach a state of being that is actually beyond our thoughts, I still need to create thoughts, but these thoughts lead me into a dimension of actually truth. A truth that is always there, a truth that always exists, that is always true and always accessible. And that truth, if first of all, has a lot to do with who I am, with my own existence. It's taking us into a state of inner stillness and silence, a silence where the mind becomes quiet, a silence that is very nourishing, a silence where thoughts are still created, but the thoughts that come then from that deeper space of being are thoughts that are very powerful, very meaningful, thoughts that are benevolent, thoughts that are beneficial, thoughts that are healthy. because those thoughts, I'm not necessarily creating those based on my logic, based on based on a wandering mind, because when the mind wanders, the mind just keeps creating thoughts, right? And they're all connected to our sense perception. But if we go deeper within and connect to the essence of who we are, everything becomes quiet. And the thoughts that emerge, they come from that deeper state of being. They're coming from an innate truth that I am. We think a lot, we believe a lot, we try to explain, we analyze, we use our logic. Where is it taking us? So that kind of thinking, if I use these abilities, which are very useful and beneficial, they're very much needed also. But it depends on the context I'm using it, right? And so then going beyond that, I'm connecting not just to different stimuli or associations that the mind makes, or I'm reacting and thinking based on certain preferences, likes, dislikes, thinking and feeling based on prejudices, based on all sorts of beliefs that we all carry with us. So all of that, I kind of leave behind me. I step beyond, higher, beyond, above, different words you can use for the same movement, into a world of stillness, into a world of being. And for that, I do have to know that I have an ability to think, whether it's logically, analytically, the reasoning that we have, these are abilities, okay? But it's not necessarily who I am. So the being is having the ability, is using its ability to think. But I can temporarily not use that ability, or just create one or two thoughts that take me into a much deeper state of consciousness, state of being, where I am connected with myself, to myself, as that living being. I'm not an object, I'm a living being. And as a living being, I have abilities to reason, to think, to feel, to make decisions, for example. I have the ability to tolerate, I have the ability to choose. There is willpower. And at the core of my being, there lies all the goodness. At the essence, in my essence, at the core of my being, not the core of my, or the base of my thinking, the core of my being, there lies peace. Yeah. And when I am that peace, I become that peace. I am that peace. And then I start to use, in that state of being, I then use my ability to think. So let us actually experiment with that a little bit and see if we can touch a place, connect with a deeper part of the self that will boost our energy, that will refresh us, and maybe even inspire, awaken, to go there back again and explore it more often. Okay, so sit relaxed. Allow the weight of the body to just, you're sitting on a chair. Allow the weight of the body to just drop. Let it fall, drop into the chair. Let the chair do its work and carry the weight of the body. And then I gradually, gently, I bring the consciousness up to the center of the forehead. Just as you sometimes, especially when there is pain somewhere in the body, the consciousness, the attention, the mind automatically goes there. But now I choose to actually take it away from the different body parts temporarily and bring my full attention, consciousness, up to the center of the forehead, because that is where I, the living being, reside, just behind the eyes, behind the forehead. And while holding the attention there, gently check your breath. Let the body be relaxed and keep breathing slowly, deeply. The breathing of the body just continues as I gently hold the focus of my attention at the center of the forehead. You can visualize yourself because we connect with a very, very subtle form of energy. I can visualize a point of light, sparkling, beautiful light, the point of stillness, point of calmness, the point of peace. So my attention now has moved from the external, has moved inward. I have this ability to actually, at a subtle level, look at myself, go beyond, look beyond, deeper than just seeing the face. I go deeper within and I connect with this being of light, conscious energy. I am that beautiful being, living energy. And I'm all about peace. I am peace. Just breathe. Take a deep breath in, exhale, just check that the body is relaxed. And then just consciously breathe into that awareness that I am. Here I'm present. And I am a being of peace, a being of light. I feel light in terms of weight, and I feel my own light in terms of brightness. I am that peaceful energy. I'm clean, I'm pure. In that consciousness, in this awareness, I'm connecting to the most pristine part within my own self. There's no toxic energy, there's no negativity, there's no sadness, there's just light. There's a light of peace, a light of love, a light of purity, clean, free, of pollution. And I feel so free in this inner space that is completely uncluttered. It's like a large, beautiful room with huge windows, and I look out into the ocean as I look deep into my being. It is as if I look towards the horizon, where the water and the sky seemingly are meeting. There's a lot of space. I'm in the unlimited. I am free. There's no weight. There's just beauty. There's just light. There's just peace. I am at peace with myself. I'm free. I'm free of any bondage, free of any attachments. I'm free of my thinking. I'm free of analyzing. I am. I simply am myself, connected with the truth of who I am. And in that amazing space of calm, quietness, of light, I realize, I sense my own existence, very subtle, very pure. I reaffirm my own existence. I am. So have quality. The choose who I am is that I am. I am in joy, being of love, your unconditional love, love for everyone, love for every being, a love that forgives, a love that accepts, a love that accommodates, a love that allows to letting go, a love so pure, so clean, a love that gives freedom, a love that sets us free, that sets others free, a love that just is. And that love is also the love of the source of the divine, the ocean of love is meeting the river of love. I'm deeply absorbed in that purest, most fundamental energy of life. Human love, life, consciousness, life of a conscious, self-aware being. And that love embraces the entire world, the elements, all the beings. I am. The form is absolutely infinitesimal, tiny, tiny point of light, infinitesimal point of light. But in that space, in that dimension, in the reality beyond thinking, in the state of being, it seems I am vast, I'm big. There's love, peace, truth for everyone. Om Shanti.